In a kingdom far away, there was a beautiful princess with long golden hair named Rapunzel. She lived in a tall tower with her pet chameleon, Sammy. One day, Rapunzel was getting bored, so she decided to cook some spaghetti. But this wasn't any ordinary spaghetti. This was rainbow spaghetti. Rapunzel wanted to make a colorful meal for her pet chameleon, Sammy. First, Rapunzel took out a big pot and filled it with water. Then she added salt and brought the water to a boil. Next, she poured in the pasta. The pasta was colorful. There were red noodles, orange noodles, yellow noodles, green noodles, blue noodles, indigo noodles, and violet noodles. The noodles looked like a colorful rainbow. Then Rapunzel stirred the pasta with a wooden spoon. All of a sudden, the noodles started moving. They were wriggling around like worms. The pasta jumped out of the pot and onto the floor. Rapunzel and Sammy were shocked. "Oh, my goodness," said Rapunzel. "What are you doing, Spaghetti?" The pasta kept moving. They were dancing all over the kitchen floor. "Stop moving, Spaghetti," said Rapunzel. "You are making me dizzy." The spaghetti stopped moving and went back into the pot. Rapunzel had an idea. She turned off the stove. Rapunzel took the pot and walked over to her pet chameleon, Sammy. Sammy was hiding behind a chair. He was scared of the moving spaghetti. Rapunzel put the pot down in front of Sammy. "Here you go, Sammy," said Rapunzel. "Rainbow spaghetti." Sammy slowly came out from behind the chair. He looked at the spaghetti, then he looked at Rapunzel. Sammy was still scared, but he was hungry, so he started to eat the spaghetti. As Sammy ate, he felt better and better. He wasn't scared anymore. Sammy finished all of the spaghetti. He licked his chops. "That was delicious," said Sammy. "Thank you, Rapunzel." Rapunzel was so happy that Sammy liked the spaghetti. But now she had to clean up the mess. The noodles were all over the floor. They were stuck to the walls. Some of the noodles even went into the bathtub. Rapunzel started to pick up the noodles. She put the red noodles in one pile, the orange noodles in another pile, the yellow noodles in another pile, the green noodles in another pile, the blue noodles in another pile, the indigo noodles in another pile, and the violet noodles in another pile. Then Rapunzel saw something. There was a small noodle on the floor. It wasn't red or orange or yellow or green or blue or indigo or violet. It was brown. Rapunzel had never seen a brown noodle before. She picked it up and looked at it closely. All of a sudden, the brown noodle wiggled. It moved just like the other noodles. But how could this be? Those noodles were supposed to be cooked. They shouldn't be moving. Rapunzel was confused. She turned on the water and washed the noodle under the running water. As she washed it, she sang a little song. "Little brown noodle, why are you moving? You are not supposed to move. You are supposed to be food. Why did you wiggle in my kitchen? Why did you dance all over my floor? Little brown noodle, why are you moving?" The brown noodle stopped moving. It didn't wiggle or jiggle or shake or shimmy or jitterbug or hop or skip or jump. The brown noodle was still. Rapunzel dried the noodle with a clean dish towel. She looked at it again. It didn't look like a noodle at all. It looked like a worm. A worm had fallen into her pot of boiling water. That's why it was brown. It had been boiled. That's why it was soft. It had danced around her kitchen. That's because it was alive. Rapunzel was a kind princess. She didn't want to hurt the worm, so she took it outside and put it in her garden. The worm wriggled and jiggled and bounced and skipped and jumped and crawled and slithered and giggled. The worm was so happy to be in the garden. Rapunzel went back inside to clean up the mess. She swept the floor. She wiped the table. She put the chairs back in a row, and she washed the pots and pans. Then she took out the garbage. She put the garbage bags in the big middle bin. After everything was clean, Rapunzel sat down at her table. She was tired. It had been a busy day. She had cooked rainbow spaghetti for her pet chameleon, Sammy. She had cleaned up a big mess, and she had made a new friend, a little worm. Suddenly, Rapunzel heard a knock at her door. She went to the door and opened it. Standing on her doorstep was a little girl. The little girl was holding a basket. "Hello," said the little girl. "May I please have some spaghetti?" "Spaghetti," said Rapunzel. "Oh, I don't know. Maybe." The little girl smiled. "I'll trade you something," she said. "I have carrots and potatoes and celery. Would you like some vegetables?" "Vegetables," said Rapunzel. "Oh, I don't know. Maybe." The little girl was so happy. "I'll also give you some apples and bananas," she said. "Some fruit," said Rapunzel. "Oh, I don't know. Maybe." The little girl was really happy now. "I'll even give you some bread and milk," she said. "Now that's a trade," said Rapunzel. "You have yourself a deal." The little girl and Rapunzel each took their baskets and walked away. The little girl went home and Rapunzel went to her tower. She couldn't wait to share her new vegetables, fruit, bread and milk with her pet chameleon, Sammy. As soon as Sammy saw the food, he started to eat. He ate the carrots, the potatoes, the celery, the apples, the bananas, the bread and the milk. "This is the best food ever," said Sammy. "It's so yummy." "Thank you, Rapunzel." After dinner, Sammy felt sleepy. He yawned a big yawn and closed his eyes. Rapunzel put him in his little bed. Then she tucked him in with a blanket. "Good night, Sammy," said Rapunzel. "Good night," said Sammy. The next morning, Rapunzel woke up early. She got out of bed and started to make breakfast. She made sunny-side-up eggs, bacon and pancakes. Then she poured orange juice into a glass. She set the food down on the table and called her pet chameleon, Sammy. "Wake up, Sammy. It's time for breakfast," said Rapunzel. Sammy woke up. He rubbed his eyes and walked downstairs. He saw the food on the table and started to eat. "This looks so good," said Sammy. "It smells so good. It tastes so good." "Thank you, Rapunzel." Rapunzel and Sammy ate breakfast together. They talked about their favorite foods. "What's your favorite food, Sammy?" "Mine's pizza," said Sammy. "What's your favorite food, Rapunzel?" "Mine's spaghetti," said Rapunzel. After breakfast, Rapunzel and Sammy played a game. They rolled a ball back and forth. Then they played hide and seek. After they played, they both got thirsty. "Let's get some juice," said Rapunzel. She and Sammy went to the refrigerator. Rapunzel opened the door and looked inside. "Yuck," she said. "We're all out of juice." Sammy and Rapunzel looked at each other. They had to do something. They had to get more juice. "Let's go to the store," said Rapunzel. "Okay," said Sammy. When they got to the store, there were all kinds of drinks to choose from. There was apple juice, orange juice, cranberry juice, tomato juice, lemonade, milk and soda pop. Wow, said Sammy, there are so many choices. Don't worry, Sammy, said Rapunzel. I know just what to get. She walked over to the shelf with all the orange juice. She picked out a big carton of fresh squeezed orange juice. Perfect, said Rapunzel. She put the juice in her basket. Then she and Sammy went to the checkout stand. The lady at the checkout scanned the juice. That'll be $2.79, said the lady. Rapunzel reached into her pocket and pulled out $2.79. She handed it to the lady. Here you go, said the lady. Thanks for shopping at our store. On the way home, Rapunzel and Sammy walked through the park. There were lots of kids playing at the park. There were swings and slides and monkey bars and a big sandbox. Let's go get some ice cream, said Rapunzel. Okay, said Sammy. They went to the ice cream store. There were lots of flavors to choose from. There was vanilla and chocolate and strawberry and pistachio and mint and cookies and cream. Wow, said Sammy. There are so many choices. Don't worry, Sammy, said Rapunzel. I know just what to get. She went to the counter and ordered 2 ice creams. I'll have a vanilla ice cream cone, please, said Rapunzel. And an extra large chocolate chip cookie dough sundae with sprinkles on top, please, said Sammy. When they got their ice creams, they walked outside to enjoy their treats. This is so yummy, said Sammy. It's so cold and sweet and delicious. Thank you, Rapunzel. You're welcome, said Rapunzel. I'm glad you like it. After they finished their ice creams, Rapunzel and Sammy walked home. They put their things away. Then they watched TV together. What shall we watch? Said Rapunzel. Let's watch a cartoon, said Sammy. They watched a cartoon about a little bear who went to school. The little bear was very smart. He always got good grades. He was also very helpful. He always helped his friends and teachers. When the cartoon was over, Rapunzel and Sammy gave each other a big hug. They were the best of friends. They loved spending time together. The end. Hey there, future Einstein. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe to the Hanum cartoon channel and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on any of our awesome videos. And be sure to make a wish.